Welcome to another exciting edition of Campus Close Up. I'm your host, Jason Reeves, and with me here today is Chris Alexander. Chris is the Assistant Title III Director for the college. Thanks for being here with us today, Chris.
Hey, thank you, Jason. I appreciate the opportunity.
And Chris, you're here to talk about some of the exciting things we have going on the campus. So go ahead and just let me know about those.
Absolutely. Right now with the upcoming fall semester, we have a lot of great opportunities going on at OCTC. One of those I'm working really hard with the staff and the faculty there is online development for the new freshman students coming in. We have and we'll get into more detail about this later in the interview, I'm sure, but we're going to be doing a development of a cyber center that's going to be on the campus that students can access, as well as some virtual applications that students can access off of campus as well. So we're really excited about what we have coming in to the campus for the new students coming to OCTC for the fall.
Okay, so what you're going to talk about mainly today is going to be online and hybrid courses for the most part, incoming freshmen, but it'll be open for everyone. So tell us a little bit about why this will help freshmen that are taking online and hybrid courses.
Sure, no problem. With the way the economy is, with the way schedules are, we understand life happens, life schedules. As far as, you may be in a situation where you're working in a factory and it's shift work and you're working 7 to 3s one week, 3 to 11s the next week, and then you're off. And you're probably asking yourself, I really want to go back and get that college degree, but my work schedule just doesn't allow me because I can't dedicate 5:30 to 8:15, 2 or 3 days a week to a specific time. So what we've done is with the development of the online classes, your classroom and your class time can be of your choosing. If you want to go to class at 7 a.m. or at 2 a.m. or at 11 p.m., that is totally acceptable in an online environment. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, that creates that flexibility that students or prospective students are asking for. So with the online classes, I think it's a great tool to continue that success.
Okay, all right. And one of the key points here is that the online students are taught, of course they're online, but it's by local faculty. How does that help a student?
It's a tremendous tool that we're accessing. A lot of times a student or an individual come in and think an online class, they're going to have classmates from around the world and an instructor that may be on the other side of the country or in a different time zone. Here at OCTC, that's not the case at all. When you sign up for a class at OCTC in an online or hybrid setting, your classmates and your faculty are going to be individuals that take classes or will be on the grounds of OCTC. So a huge advantage to that is if you're in a situation in your online class and you're struggling with the concept of what that chapter is what's being discussed in that chapter for the day, or you're having problems with gaining the understanding to complete your homework or your research, mm-hmm. you can email, pick up the phone, or go to the campus and visit your instructor right there on the site. It's a great tool. It's a huge benefit for anybody because, again, I can't emphasize it enough. It gives you that tool to be successful on your terms based on your work schedule, whether it's work, whether it's raising a family, what have you. And then at the same time, it gives you the ability to where if you need to get to the campus to meet somebody face-to-face, it's there. Your instructor is going to be there.
Okay. So we talked a bit about the faculty. And I do want to get into the two positions that we're going to have, but first a little bit about the cyber center, the computer lab on campus. How is that going to help out?
It's a huge asset for the students. Right now we have roughly 70 to 75 computers. They're going to be located on the first floor of the library. They have a dedicated lab where they can walk into and they're isolated from the library. And then we also have a series of computers right outside on the main floor of the library that you can come down, sit down, log in, and immediately do your online class, your research for your online class, your homework, anything that you would need to be successful in that class. That Cyber Center is going to allow you to do that. It's a huge, I'm very excited about the Cyber Center. I think it's going to be a huge asset to not only freshman students, but all students at the campus.
Okay, and we'd spoken earlier about the toolkit the student needs for success in terms of what they need to bring. to the class. So what does a student need in any online setting to be successful?
To be successful in an online setting, I believe you need three things: a computer, an internet provider, and dedication. Okay? Typically, those are the same three things that you're going to need in a traditional in-classroom setting. The dedication, you have to be there. You have to log in. You have to do the coursework. You know, that's no different than going in and sitting in a classroom for an hour and a half twice a week or 3 days a week, what have you. A computer, obviously you need a computer to be able to do your coursework, and in order to access your online classes, you would need an internet provider, such as Adelphia or Dish Network or what have you, that's available here in the area. With that being said, does a student need to have a computer at home? No, they don't. That's where the Cyber Center comes in at. They can come to the campus on a night that they may have another class. Take that time, come down to the Cyber Center, log into their class and do their work. So it really opens up the ability to, you know, maybe they don't have a computer at home, but they don't want to make the drive to the campus 3 days a week. Well, they could realistically make it in 2 days and complete their online class the same day that they do their in-house class.
Okay. And along the lines of access, most people now have smartphones, whether they're iPhones or Android phones. How does that figure into online learning?
We're trying to cover all the bases here. We want to make it as simple and as easy and as efficient as possible for a student to come in and log on to these classes. You can do it. You can access your classes by a computer. You can access your computer by a smartphone. We have these we've created these apps that you can download on an iPhone or on Android that will allow you to get to the platform that you would use to access those classes. You can go through, review what your instructors asked of you. You can open up discussion forums. You can post. You can upload information. You can download information, all from a phone, from smartphones. So it's a huge benefit to have because, again, we understand the need to have flexibility. Okay, and so we're trying to leave no stone unturned as far as the ability to get a student into the classroom, whether it's a physical classroom or a virtual classroom.
Okay. So we've been talking so far a lot about online and hybrid classes for first-time freshmen, the support, the helps we're going to have for them. But how does someone who's watching this program, if they either are getting ready to go to college or know someone who's getting ready to go to college and they're thinking about taking some online classes or hybrid classes which are partly online and partly in class, what do they do to start taking these classes?
One of the first things, they would do no different than a normal student or a prospective student coming in. They would make contact with the Start Center. They would start with the Start Center, go in and do the necessary paperwork, enroll in the classes, and during that process, all they'd have to do is ask a representative there at the Start Center, hey, I'm hearing this thing about online classes or hybrid classes. Can you tell me some more? And they would be more than happy to have conversation with you to see if that's something that would work in your schedule. Beyond the Start Center, I would be completely open to have anybody come in and meet with me, either in my office or by phone or by email address, and I would be more than happy to help them set up those potential classes or discuss the pros and cons with their situation. How unique is it compared to getting an online class available for them?
Okay, so there's lots of different ways to get information about this. They can, of course, just call the school directly, 686-4400, and either ask for Chris Alexander, ask for information about online classes and hybrid classes, ask for the Start Center. They can, of course, go to the Start Center. They can call you, have your phone number, 686-8639.
Yes, sir.
And they can email you, chris.alexander@kctcs.edu. But for the most part, probably the easiest way for people to remember this is call the school. Ask for Chris Alexander, ask for the Start Center, ask about information about online classes. They can follow you on Facebook.
Yes, I actually have a Facebook page set up. It's called Cyber Center at OCTC.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. You just put it in the find, and it's one of the first ones that pulls up. I have a lot of great information on there. as far as office hours for the Cyber Center, as far as the support staff for the Cyber Center, tips of the day, words for the day, things that are going to help you be successful, not only in an online class, but in an educational career that we're wanting to provide to students at OCTC.
Okay. And Twitter as well?
Yes, absolutely. I am a social media guru, apparently. I have a Twitter account. They can also follow me at Cyber OCTC. So there's multiple ways you can find additional information out about this program, whether it's through Twitter, whether it's through Facebook, coming to the campus itself, or calling or emailing me. So
Okay.
I'm very readily available.
But now a lot of colleges are offering online and hybrid classes. With the two positions that are going to be part of your area, the academic coach and the community builder, how is that going to help online students be even more successful?
It gives them another tool to reach out to for that success that we've been talking about. With the academic coach, they can come out, meet with that individual to determine, I'm taking these classes right now. What classes would work for me in the spring or in the next semester? Are there online classes available that would help me? I really like the online program. Can I still progress in that? And then they can also be an individual that they can reach out to for help as far as a technical piece for the classes, or on an academic side, as far as helping getting them in front of the instructor as well. Because as I mentioned, the instructor's on campus. Maybe the student's like, I know my instructor's on campus, but I don't know their hours. Well, that academic coach can easily step in and say, well, let me find out what his or her hours are, and set up meetings with the student and the instructor. And then also we have the community builder, and I'm very, very excited about that. A lot of times students will come in an online setting and think that it's them and nobody else.
Right.
And with the community builder, we're trying to bring that barrier down. We want the students still to come into the campus. We want to do activities with them, set up study groups, because their classmates are also going to meet other students at OCTC. So the chances of their schedules having another class that's in-house are going to be high. So we want to be able to build a rapport with those students to say, hey, we're in this together. Even though we're online and I don't see you twice a week or 3 days a week, you're still my classmate, and let's get together and study for exams, study for homework, or study groups of that nature. So I think it's a huge tool that these two individuals will play as we develop.
Okay, so we have these online classes, but the faculty here on campus, the faculty members are here on campus. The people who are going to help the students out are going to be here on campus as well. I mean, that's a big deal, because if a faculty needs some help with a student, or if a student needs some help with a faculty member, and the support staff is on campus, I mean, that makes it really easy to solve all these problems, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It becomes a one-stop shop for an online class. I actually have experience in that. When I was studying for my bachelor's degree, every single general education class that I had to take, I took online. And I loved it so much that I pursued my master's degree as an online program as well. So to have, what I had during my time getting my bachelor's degree and my master's degree was I was in an environment where my classmates and my instructor were spread across the country. And to be able to pull all that back in and have everybody located on campus, that's a huge asset for the students, because they're not going to be in a situation where they can't reach out and make contact easily. They reach out, they email, they call their instructor, they call their classmates. They're going to get a response within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it's a great tool that, you're taking online classes, but if you need to come into the campus to get clarification on something, they're right there.
Okay. So any online, or any students that are thinking about taking online classes, whether fully online or partially online, they can get in contact with you by calling the school, by calling your direct number, 686-8639. They can email you, chris.alexander@kctcs.edu. But the main thing is, if you're thinking about becoming an online student, go to the Start Center and ask them about taking online classes.
Absolutely. Right? When they come to the campus, whether they go to the Start Center or they're just walking the campus, there is going to be information out there that they're going to see to drive them to where they need to be, to ask the right people if they're interested.
Okay, well that is great. Well, Chris, thank you for being here today with me, and thank you for watching another great edition of Campus Close Up. Stay tuned for more great programming on OC TV.